For married couples, no, being married is no joke. It's not easy. It's a lot of. Is it a lot of work for Omni and Bryce, or?
Oo naman.
It's still a lot of work on a daily basis.
Daily. Minsan every minute.
Minsan every minute. Oh, so at least talaga I'm happy na nakikita ko very very practical pa rin kayo na you're able to deal with the different problems and come up with creative solutions. No? As you were saying, first time I heard actually someone talk to the mother-in-law. Minsan kasi doon for yung mga I don't know, mga conventional couples, they usually just keep it amongst themselves, no? And
Mahirap 'yun.
Anong downside nun?
Well, kasi being able to share it with other people gives you better perspective eh. Parang when you only look at it na kayong dalawa lang, it's very micro. But when you look at it with other people's lenses, you can see things na hindi mo nakikita na okay, yun pala yun. Parang it makes you realize another thing using someone else's perspective. And that gives you more room for growth.
Omni, ang galing. Parang nakikita ko yung vision mo. Parang may organizational development. Ha? Pero andun din yung family. Tapos andun din yung parang konting corporate structure. Ang galing, ha?
Well, 10 years in the corporate world, that's what your experience will give you.
But that's true. If you trust the person that you're talking to, at least it'll give you another perspective. Two heads are better than one. Nga daw, Lester. No? So, alam mo ikaw, Lester. Ha? Kasi alam ko, naghahanap ka na ng bahay.
Kala ko naman may bahay.
You should listen, no? Because it is very helpful. And honestly, you will get it's rare that you get this kind of wisdom. Kasi pag sa aming mga lalaki kasama, Lester, kung hindi talaga ito nga sinasabi ko sa kanila, sorry na lang for the male subscribers, at the end of the day kasi women are really smarter than men eh.
I don't agree.
Really?
Sorry, even if I'm a woman.
Talaga? Why? I like this. Why?
Kasi, ako kasi, men and women have their own different strengths.
Okay.
And for me, it's always equal. It could be of equal impact if you know how to maximize it well. So no one is smarter than the other.
That's true. How about maturity? With maturity, is there a difference with the
Men
genders?
and women?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's
Kasi
still the
maturity
same.
also comes from your experiences. Eh. It's the way your experiences and your choices mold you as a person. So it doesn't have anything to do with gender or sex.
That's true. I stand corrected. I believe. No, seriously, you are a product of your environment. No, whatever life experiences you go through, it really molds you, gives you the mindset. As you were saying a while ago, when you were 16, you were working. It gave you that mindset. It gave you that resilience. And it gave you the drive to be able to really see things different. Iba kasi si Omni and Bryce, you guys see things differently, and you see it as a union, as a unit, no? And not all married couples do have that. Okay.
Thank you.
It's true. I'm noticing it now. I now have papanoorin ko nga yung mga family vlogs niyo.
Wow, thank you.
But I wish you'd have more of the. Because it's very family, the kids are there as well. Pero if you guys have like si Say may bagong content eh, 'di ba? Yes. You guys should have like parang purely marriage. Diba?
We have Ask Omni and Bryce. Ask Omni and Bryce, that's where we share anything na hindi namin nakaka-capture in the video. That's where we share our thoughts. And usually our content for Ask Omni and Bryce come from the followers or the subscribers.
They ask questions.
They ask questions.
Minsan nga, bigat.
Oo.
Minsan nabigat ng mga ano.
Oh.
Pero okay, wait. Let's go before we go to the channel. Can we look at the Instagram? Kasi ito hindi namin na-discuss ni Bryce to eh. And I really like the messages that you guys are espousing. Sa Instagram kasi rare ka makakakita ng mga parang very meaningful text or context on the pictures. Pero for you guys, there's a lot of lessons learned, especially in the pictures. Can we look at sorry, I keep forgetting the name of the woman. This one on the
Bianca.
Yeah,
Yes,
Bianca.
Bianca
Okay.
Intal.
Okay. She used to be a newscaster, no? Parang newscaster ba?
She used to be a TV host.
Ah.
From what I know, I think she wears many hats but I know her as a TV host, a very good TV host.
Okay. Lester, sorry, I have to put you on the spot. And can you please read it for me? Kasi hindi ko mabasa.
Okay. Sad truth. Our beautiful Morena Zella still receives comments like, ay, bakit ang itim niya? Magkaiba sila ng kulay ng ate niya. Ang ganda nito, maputi. Mas maganda sana kung maputi din siya. Ang dami niyang promise and more often, these comments are thrown offline and by the people we personally know pa.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Please finish it na lang.
Pero good thing, our daughter knows that she is beautiful. Grabe, confidence niyan. Heto nga picture daw sila ni I am Super Bianca kasi same daw sila ng color. Importante talaga that our kids first hear what we have to say even before they hear from other people. Kung ano yung narinig nila sa atin, yun yung paniniwalaan nila. Kaya we really take time to appreciate our kids by telling them how amazing they are. That they can be whatever they dream of becoming and that they are beautiful kahit nung nasa tummy pa sila. We do this na. And we still do this as often as we can. That way, we can safeguard their hearts from the lies thrown by this beautiful but sometimes harsh world that we live in.
Grabe. As you were saying on the text over there, sometimes a lot of people comment on her complexion. Talagang randomly when they see your daughter,
Yes.
na all of a sudden they say, but parang parang it becomes such an impediment, parang may ceiling agad yung daughter mo because of the complexion. That's what happens.
Actually, most of the time naman, maliit na percentage lang yung nagsasabi nun. Mas marami pa rin yung mga tao na maganda na yung, kumbaga balanse na yung tingin sa morena and sa maputi. They both see the beauty in both complexion. Pero there's still a small percentage coming from people we know na parang, yun nga, pinupuna yung complexion.
Yung complexion, yeah.
So, ako, I always, parang even before that happened, I made sure na bata pa lang sila, alam nila maganda sila.
Oo.
Parang in whatever way they are. Maganda sila because of their complexion, maganda yung eyes nila, maganda yung nose. Everything about them is beautiful because they are fearfully and wonderfully made. Alam nila yon, magmulat sa pool. Kaya hanggang ngayon, pag tinanong mo sila, alam nilang maganda sila.
Oo.
And that is intentional on Bryce and I's part. Kasi alam namin that if hindi solid yung confidence nila about themselves, yung identity nila, ng ganyan ka bata. 7 years kasi, first 7 years kasi formative years yan eh. Kung anong i-inculcate mo sa utak niya, hindi na yan mawawala eh. So, we're taking care of that window. Na parang within the first 7 years, kailangan alam nila they're amazing, they're beautiful, everything positive about them. We highlight that every single day that they are loved. Kasi pag lumabas na sila, at naka-encounter sila ng mga ganitong tao, hindi sila basta-basta maniniwala dun sa lie. Kasi nga, alam nila sa sarili nila, I am beautiful. Every single thing about me is beautiful.
Okay. Well, I'm learning so much. I am learning so much na this podcast is more beneficial for me ata Omni rather than for you. Pero that's true. This first 7 years. But my question is, do you stop the negative comments by not making your kids hear it, or do you give them the skill to handle those those negative comments. Kasi minsan, you can't help but be protective.
Yeah.
Diba?
We can't protect them all the time. In
Yes.
fact, I don't know na parang kapag ibang tao na yung kausap nila, ang dali lang magsabi ng pangit, madali lang sila makarinig ng anything. So, those things I cannot control. So, I manage the things that I can control, which is yung environment sa bahay.
Yes.
So, tama ka doon, I give them the skill to counter it.
Yeah.
Parang pag narinig nila na, kunwari may magsabi sa kanila na pangit ka or what not, diba? Alam nila sa sarili nila, ay, di totoo yung sinasabi nito kasi sabi ng mami ko, sabi ng daddy ko, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. So that's true for me. So even in values, not only in looks even sa values nila, alam nila yung mga do's and don'ts, alam nila what's right and wrong even at a young age. Para pag dumating na dun sa point na kailangan na namin silang i-release at sila na lang mag-isa yung haharap sa buhay na kung anong meron sila, alam nila how to face those lies na pwedeng those things na dinidikta ng mundo pero alam naman nating lahat na mali. Yung ganun. Alam nila na kahit ito yung sinasabi ng environment ko, hindi to totoo kasi ito yung alam kong totoo. So, it's important na during those 7 years, talagang ma-inculcate mo sa kanila lahat ng values na gusto mong lumaki sila na meron yun.
That's when you build the house, no, in those 7 years. No,
Yes.
That's where you build the confidence talaga. I have to ask something. This is more for myself, and I don't know if we can put this on. We'll just edit it out if we can't because we might offend some people. But I'm noticing there's more successful Christian couples than there are. I don't know, baka yun lang yung nakikita ko, then there are more Catholic couples. Is it parang mas tugma, mas realistic yung because ako I don't favor any faith naman. Pero parang mas realistic yung take ng mga Christians, no, when it comes to day-to-day life.
Well, ako taking religion out of the picture.
Yeah.
Kasi it's all about having a relationship with God Na parang kahit ano pang religion yan, as long as may relationship ka with God, you can, parang mas magiging successful ka in general sa life.
That's true.
So, it's a good thing lang kasi na sa Christian, sa aming mga Christians, we have a community. And the community in that community, we all have the same beliefs.
Yes.
So, kumbaga parang yung strength ng having a community kasi na parang if medyo magfo-fall apart na kayo, there are people who are there to always remind you that God is there. That you can always go back up.
Okay.
Yun yung value.
Yes.
So, relationship with God and having a community that supports your beliefs or your vision about yourself and your family, that's very important.
Omni, pwede ba ako mag-shadow sa'yo? Mag-a-assistant na lang ako, ha? Kasi ang dami ko talaga natututunan sa'yo. Ngayon pa lang, yung sinasabi ko parati na tenant ko na women are always smarter than men. Tinanggap ko na, tama ka, it's not really true all the time because it is your life experience. You're a product of your environment. That's what really makes you smarter or less smarter. And you're saying, it's not really the religion, it's your relationship with God, which is very true. No, I think I read something before na parang ang sabi doon is we all believe in the same God, we just call him by different names. So you're right. Also, it's not just baka nakikita ko lang kasi it's the Christians who are so baka they're the ones in the limelight na nakikita ko that they're more organized, but as you're saying, there's a support group din kasi you guys are very strong in that aspect.
And also, if I may add, kasi parang it's a principle or it's a practice kasi in the Christian faith that we all have to really read our Bible. They meditate on it day in, day and night. Ano ba yan? So, pero ako, personally, hindi ko yun nagagampanan. Like, hindi ko pa napifinish yung buong Bible. Pero dun sa ilang books na nababasa ko about it, there's a lot of wisdom that when you apply it, then you're sure to have a good life. Para siyang manual ng buhay
pero hindi ko minsan talaga maintindihan din. Ang hirap Ang hirap, no? It's nice to have those Bibles na may konting translation, pang layman.
Yes, no? Yes. It's a good thing nga na meron ng iba-ibang versions. At least mas palatable na yung mga words na mababasa mo kaysa yung mga thou art, ang sakit sa ilong.
Kahit yung mga parable, minsan hirap intindihin. Pero I guess it's very true. No, you really have faith is a good foundation, not just for marriage but also for life in general.
Life in general.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Very good. I'm really learning. Okay. But let's go back. Let's go back to the Instagram post, no? Let's pull up yung isang IG story na naman. This one, the one in the middle, please. Can we click on this one? Instagram post. Yan. Sorry. Again, I have to defer to you, Mr. Bravo.
Ito, kaya tayo may mga challenges sa buhay kasi malalampasan natin lahat to. Tapos maikukwento natin sa iba na talagang walang imposible kay Lord. This also applies to marriage and parenting. Thank you, Millennial Moms PH, for the opportunity to be a blessing to the community. Thanks again to everyone who came, listened, and participated in our Partners in Parenting talk last Saturday, especially to the brave souls who also opened up their lives to us. We're standing in faith with you. May we never lose the wonders of the partnership that we have with our spouses in the midst of the demands of our parenting journey. Always remember that even before we became parents, we were and will always be partners first.
Grabe. Galing. Okay. That's true. Sorry, did I cut you off? I'm sorry. Tapos na ba?
Hashtag the clingy fam.
That's true. That's true. Kasi minsan when you're raising kids, you forget that your husband and wife. No, your daddy and mommy. Pero that last give it to me one more time, Lester. That last line, please.
Always remember that even before we became parents, we were and will always be partners first.
Galing. Ang galing. I want to do the podcast for another 2 hours, pero ang galing. I don't should. Yes, I'll say this on the podcast. You know what? If once you guys have an event, hindi ko pala maayos kasi yung production eh. I'd love to sponsor one of your.
Wow.
Seriously, kasi it's such a good message eh.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys are doing in Values Company kami, we try to espouse positivity and all the good things that the young ones. Kasi napapansin namin medyo iba na yung mga kids who grew up on social media. Parang iba na yung values and morals na na-form nila.
That's true.
So if you guys have I'm not sure if I can afford all of it, pero if you guys have an event, if you guys have an event, teddysage will really will benefit with the message that you guys really put out there.
Salamat.
Doon pa lang sa post eh. Nakakuha na ako eh. Lalo na doon sa last one. Okay. So, yung followers, for your YouTube, yung subscribers nyo, ano age demographic niya?
The last time I checked, it's 18 to 35 years old, mostly women.
Mostly women.
Yes, and 60% of them living in the Philippines, and the rest are all over the world.
All over the world na. Okay. Sorry, Street. Can we go to Instagram first? There's one last that I want to see. Yung pinaka first picture. Sorry. Can you read this one?
Intentionally took photos of them with us on the background during one of our talks. We'll show this to them one day to remind them that we get the best out of life when we share our lives with others. May God use them for His purpose and glory.
That's true. We believe in that.
Sandali, I'm just absorbing it lang wala. Pero ang galing talaga because children are really your message, no?
Yes.
Ano nga yung nabasa? Parang children are your message to a time that you'll never see.
Yes.
No? So, and you guys are doing such a good job. Sometimes parents are very harsh on themselves kasi you can't be there 24/7 and
right.
And sometimes a mistake can happen in a split second.
Totoo yan.
And they can, parang feeling mo, minsan it can define your parenting skills. But you guys are able to keep it positive and you guys are able to really raise the kids with a lot of the right confidence. Minsan mayroong confidence eh. Pero with the right confidence. And it really shows on all of your platforms, no? The kids naman, they're okay with the
Yes.
They're okay with the cameras.
They like what we're doing actually. In fact, there are times sila pa yung nag-i-initiate, Mom, let's vlog naman. I wanna show this new this new discovery that I have. Ganon.
Ang galing.
Minsan kasi si Zia, like, gumawa siya ng storybook.
Yeah.
Pinakisend niya sa akin yung storybook.
Oo.
Made out of post-it notes. Ganon. Tapos, pinost ko talaga sa Instagram kasi it's one thing I want to keep in my memory book eh. Tapos, I also want her to see that I'm proud of her skills kahit na, kumbaga, feeling niya wala lang yun. It's really something that matters to me. And yun, in this post kasi, our intention is to really show this to the kids when they grow up kasi we don't own them at the end of the day. If meron kaming pangarap ni Bryce para sa mga anak namin, makita lang namin sila na nalilive up nila yung purpose na meron si Lord para sa kanila. That they become the best of who they can be. Kasi, yun na yun. Parang that's the greatest dream a parent could have for their children. And we want them to really be a vessel of blessing or a channel of blessing to other people. Kasi, hindi namin sila pag-aaral. They're here because God made them for a purpose. And we want them to also be used for His greater glory. And that's the only way that they can really have a life lived in full. If they're under the purpose created for them by their Creator.
Yeah, and the time that they're dependent on you is so short, no?
Yes.
Eventually when they turn 13.
Ay nako, ito ang panganay ko independent na. As in, a lot of times naaasahan na namin siya sa napakaraming bagay. Naghuhugas na siya ng pinggan, naglalaba na siya. Wala pa siyang 7 years old. And she likes doing it. She likes being able to help. And that's amazing para sa amin.
And at least one of the most important things is that you're really able to show people you cherish that time kasi it is hard kasi hindi mo pa talaga makikita yung it's planting season, no? You're just really molding them. But you have to be able to enjoy that time, no? Ang galing.
Darating ang panahon, ayaw na nila kaming kasama.
No? When the kids will say, Mommy, I want to go out with my friends.
Hindi na sila clingy
That's a good question. Are you ready for that? When nako nga, baka time will come, hindi na ganun ka-clingy si Clingy Fam.
Maybe I'll cross the bridge when we get there.
That's
kasi
true.
Sa ngayon, I cannot say na I'm ready for that. I can only say that I'm preparing for that. So the only thing I can do is to be be the best mom I can be at the moment. So that kapag dumating na yung time na gusto na nilang mawalay sa shadows ko, at least molded na sila as a person.
Okay.
And that kind of person that I wanna see is someone na nakita ko na, yes, maybe I did something right.
Ang laki satisfaction, no? When you see them, and then you're proud na all those years, all those sleepless nights, no? All that pambayad sa tuition na kuha din, no? All the prayers.
One thing that makes me realize that I did something right is kapag sila na yung nagko-correct sa akin. Like, kami ni Bryce, siyempre, away kami. And then si Zia would go to us and say, are you fighting? You're husband and wife. You're supposed to address this as adults and as partners. Am I talking to a 6-year-old? And then, I realized, sinasabi niya yon kasi sinabi ko yun sa kanya. So, children will just copy or will just really act on how we program them, how we teach them, how we train them up. And at that time, sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, ayos na ako. Even if I fail in her eyes, kasi alam din naman nila that we're only human. They cannot rely to us all the time because we are not perfect. We are only humans. Diba? Kami ni Bryce. So, alam din nila na parang if nakikita nilang mali yung ginagawa namin, hindi nila kailangan gayahin yun. And it does not justify them to also commit the same mistake.
Okay. For her to say that, it means you guys were such good examples na at least you were able to, as you said nga, na inculcate nyo yung mga values nyo na, are you husband and wife? Galing ha? Diba? For her to say that, it means, medyo may idea na siya na, okay, when I grow up, the man has to respect me and I also have to respect him. And
Yes.
for us to grow, there has to be mutual respect. For a 6-year-old to,
Yeah.
to say
Well,
that.
being good examples, maybe not all the time.
Yes.
Because sometimes, or a lot of times, are also bad examples.
Oo.
And that's how they also learn because of our mistakes.
Oo.
Na parang my dad and I see my mom committing this mistake, I will not do it.
Oo,
Kasi
that's true.
sabi ko sa kanila, lalo na sa kanila dalawa ni Sela, na parang you don't need to repeat the same mistakes that I made for you to learn something out of it. You can always get the learning out of my mistakes, and so that when you go on with your own lives, then you can make other mistakes
Oo.
that will make you become better as a person.
Totoo yun. Totoo yun. Ay, ang wisdom ni Omni. Parang
Pang
biblical.
lola ba? Pang lola.
Biblical ata to. Omni. Talaga very sage-like. Sabi nga nila. Ang galing. Okay. We're running out of time. But I want to talk about the School of Vlogging. Yung School of School of Vlogging. And this is something that you and Bryce started.
With Mommy Ruth.
With Mommy
So,
Ruth.
it's a trio.
Yes.
Ang tatlo kami, we have a collaborator here. Parang
Oo.
nakatuwa lang kasi School of Vlogging gave birth nung after nung Manila workshops event namin. And
Okay.
also Ruth is doing her own workshops din.
Yes.
So parang we really wanted to launch a vlogging workshop for aspiring and new vloggers and even seasoned vloggers who want to really up their game. Kaya lang, we really want to do it. And it's a good thing that Ruth also wanted to do it.
Yes.
So sabi ni Ruth, why don't we start something? Let's collaborate. And then, yung nga, after tedious planning, we said, okay, let's call this School of Vlogging.
It's
And
good.
the vision kasi is to be able to help those aspiring, new, and even seasoned vloggers be better at their vlogging game. Kasi when we were starting ni Bryce, yan yung isa sa mga frustrations namin eh. Parang wala kaming matanungan.
Oo.
Walang gustong magturo. Ang daming gumagawa. Pero pag tinanong mo,
Wala rin.
swerte mo pag nag-reply sa DM mo. Yung mga ganun. Parang yun yung frustration ni Bryce na parang tinatanong niya minsan yung mga kilala niyang content creators dati na gusto niyang sundan. Ano yung gamit mong equipment? So, well,
Hindi ka naman sasagutin.
So, parang sabi namin, why don't we start something that will help other content creators parang jumpstart in the right way, have the right mindset, kasi mindset is very important. And for those naman who have been doing it for so many years na, kaya lang medyo ang dami pa nilang gustong i-improve sa sarili nila, why don't we start something that will tell about our best practices and also will tell them about our biggest mistakes so they will not commit those mistakes anymore. And I'm so happy kasi it's getting a certain traction that even ourselves are totally blown away. Na parang ang daming may gustong pumunta, ang daming nagsa-sign up. So, we're happy.
Gusto ko sumali nga eh. Pero ang galing kasi, imagine, you're talking about the struggle na wala nagre-reply. And si Mommy Ruth nga, sabi niya, pumunta siya sa YouTube Fan Fest. Tapos nakita niya ganun din yung feeling ko. Nakita ko puro bata. Sabi ko, parang hindi ako bagay dito. Is this really the right choice?
I share the same sentiments. Actually, doon kami nagkakilala ni Ruth sa pop-up space. Tapos, pareho kaming pregi noon. Tapos, kasama niya yung husband niya, kasama ko yung husband ko. So, kami na dalawa yung couple doon. Tapos, parang everyone's partying, di kami makarelate, di na kami makasabay. Tapos, walang upuan. Tapos, nakita kami yung dalawang waiters na nagsaserve ng meals. Nakita, may dalawang buntis, binigyan kami ng tig-isang stool. Kaya nakapag-stay kami. Pero yun nga, parang, what about those people who want to create different content? Na kami naman ni Ruth yung medyo may konting kayang i-share. Like parenting, like being a mommy vlogger. Like, cause si Ruth is is a very successful mommy vlogger. I like, she's my sabi ko nga sa kanya, she's my peg. Kasi she was able to start the Mommy Ruth channel during the conception of Raver. From the time na preggy siya, tapos agad lumabas, yung mga experiences. As in, ang ganda-ganda na ng mommy channel niya. So, and for her to come up with that kind of successful turnout, hindi yun hindi yun napag-isipan lang ng isang beses. It was carefully planned. It was carefully structured. And that will be part of our School of Vlogging workshops. Parang how do you set your channel up for success? Hindi yung maisipan mo lang bara-bara, tapos di na malaman kung ano ba talaga ka, kung cover singer ka ba, kung makeup vlogger ka ba, kung travel vlogger ka ba. Kasi sometimes common mistake ng mga nag-uumpisa, hindi nila alam kung paano ipapakete yung mga sarili nila. So kung ano na lang maisip, gawa.
Oo.
Importante kasi ang identity when you want to become a content creator, you really have to establish what you will be able to bring on the table. And yun, yung mga ganong learnings na natutunan din namin ni Bryce and also ni Mommy Ruth, i-share namin yun during the workshop.
But I just have to say this, ang maganda lang talaga sa School of Vlogging, marami kasi nagbibigay ng advice. Pero si School of Vlogging lang yung detalyado na sasabihin talaga sa'yo, yun nga, you're saying, these are the best practices, this is how you can set it up for success. Yung iba kasi talagang sobrang cliche yung mga binibigay, yung mga don't quit, keep working, pero wala namang steps.
Madami na kasi yung motivational. Parang dreaming, parang knowing your why, and magaganda yun. Pero kasi, what will help them, kasi nakita namin yung sarili namin nung nagsisimula kami na parang, okay, alam ko na yan, dami ko ng dreams, motivated na ako. Pero paano? It's really the how yung missing piece.
That's
and hindi
true.
yun pwedeng ituro sa video tutorial lang. Parang you can only do so much when you make video tutorial as your platform. We tried to do it, pero it's a workshop like this kasi that will really usher you, will really, alam mo yung parang school talaga na ituturo sa'yo step by step. Paano mag-set ng channel art, paano i-design yung brand mo, paano mo ika-craft yung identity mo as a content creator, so you will be jack of all trades, master of none, yung ganon. So yun yung tuturo namin step by step. That's why it's a school of vlogging.
School of vlogging. The School of Vlogging is your talagang sa inyo organically developed by you and Bryce and Mommy Ruth.
Yes, the three of us. It's our baby.
It's your baby.
Yeah, kami talaga nag-start nito. Kaming tatlo.
It's amazing. You know what? I'm telling Bryce, no, even when he came here, the branding itself, I'd like to think that I'm somewhat okay, wag na lang good, at branding. Ang ganda nung branding ng School of Vlogging, and I think this will be very successful. I hope we can be part of it at some time when we have more time. Yeah.
Tell us how we can work together kasi we're always open for collaborations as long as it will bring more value to the project. Kasi School of Vlogging is a result of our passion din talaga. It's a passion project. We really want to do this kasi nga galing na kami dun sa walang gustong magturo sa amin nung nagsisimula kami.
Ganyan din kami. Oo, totoo yun. Back in the day, well kami 2015, at that time, wala kami mapagtanungan. And yung mga may alam, hindi naman talaga ganun ka-willing.
Hindi lahat gustong mag-share.
Hindi gusto mag-share. And you keep more knowledge and you learn more when you share.
Exactly.
So, Lester, you'll do your outro. Omni, thank you. I have to thank you.
Thank you also, Paolo and Lester.
Yes,
I have to thank you because I'm the one who learned a lot here.
Thank you.
It's very, Bryce is very lucky. Very, very lucky. Both naman, no? You guys
maswerte ako.
Ang galing talaga. Ang galing ng team nyo, nakakabilib talaga.
Ako yung swerte sa kanya.
Totoo yun. Totoo. Ang galing ng Clingy Fam. Now, when I first saw your channel, sabi ko parang hindi ko pa completely maintindihan. Pero ngayon na nakita ko yung dynamics nyo, makes a lot of sense.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Omni, for coming.
Thank you for the invite. It's a pleasure and a privilege on our part.
Anytime School of Vlogging needs help, we are here.
Yes.
If you want to promote, we're here. This is one of the mediums you can use.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. Okay, Lester, before sumigaw yung export mo. Okay, do your closing na, sir.
Okay, let's go home.
Yun na. Tapos
Wow,
na.
let's go home.
Yun ang closing niya parati.
Uwi na eh.
Alright.
Memory Keepers, thank you guys so much for watching our Spill the Beans podcast, and for Omni of the Clingy Fam, thank you so much for coming here. And if nagustuhan nyo, dami namin natutunan eh. Dito papasok yung hashtag sana all.
Sana all.
Sana all.
Ano yung sabihin na sana?
Ang dami kasing wisdom ni
Omni.
So,
Oo.
sana all, lahat ganon.
Oo.
Yan. So,
Oo.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much, Omni and Memory Keepers. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, lalo na sa The Clingy Fam
Salamat
channel.
po.
For the memory keepers, we'll put the in the description. We'll put in the description the link of Omni and Bryce sa lahat ng platforms nila. Please do subscribe kayo. Subscribe and follow.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everyone. All right,
Thank you so
Lester.
much also.
Okay, thank you. Sige, Street, do it.
Okay, so Memory Keepers, see you on the next episode.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.